Hey, it's Squidly, and I'm coming to you on this really beautiful fall day from my backyard. So what I want to talk to you today is about a chair. Now, if you watch my channel, you know that I usually carry a camp chair when I go backpacking. The chair I want to share with you today is not for backpacking. I guess it's possible that you could take this backpacking, but it's really too heavy. And it's not what it's really intended for. This is a chair that's intended for a couple of other activities that I cover on this channel: RV camping and car camping. And this is a chair that will be going with me to do just that. So the people at TCEK reached out to me about their camp chair and asked me if I wanted one in exchange for reviewing it, and I said yes. Now, just so you know, if a company reaches out to me and they ask me about a piece of equipment or a piece of gear and I get ready to review it, but I really don't like it, that's something I'm going to take up with the company. I'm not going to just give them a good review because they sent it to me. So everything that I tell you that's good about the TCEK chair is my honest impression of it. So I've had a couple of opportunities to use the chair, and I wanted to share with you some elements of the setup and my impression of the chair once it's set up and it's in use. First of all, it comes with a convenient bag, which if I were using this for backpacking, it would not go with me because it's not necessary, because the chair, once it's wrapped up, comes with a Velcro strap that goes around it. Now the neighborhood has been super quiet up to this point, and now a dog starts barking. Grr. And so the chair collapses, and one of the things that they warn about, and in fact they even told me that I could share this in the video, that they're fine with it, is to be careful with the setup with the legs, because it's not impossible, because it is possible to get your finger pinched in the legs. And it's one of those things where it's not really a design flaw, it's just something that you need to be made aware of. And since I'm aware of it, I have set it up now several times, and I have yet to pinch my fingers in it, and it's because I'm aware of it. So there's that. Also, because this is not a backpacking chair, it's made of more sturdy material. This is not a fragile piece of equipment. This is a pretty sturdy chair, and so it's made of heavier material, and I am really impressed, frankly, with the material it's made of and how sturdy it is. When you set it up, it's like a lot of telescoping pieces where you pull it out and it clicks into place and a pin pops in, and it's collapsed simply by pressing that in, pressing in the pin and then pressing it back down. But the back of the chair, instead of having one piece that telescopes out, it has two, and so because of that, it gives you a higher back. Once it's set up, the seat actually resembles most backpacking chairs, but I would offer that there's one exception, and I should probably at some point measure this to see if my impression of it is accurate or if it's just kind of a false impression that I have of it. But it just feels like where your legs come out, where you sit on your backside and the legs come out, your legs come out, that it's wider, or maybe it's just the way it reclines, but it just sits a lot more comfortably. You don't get that cutting off circulation feeling on the back of your legs or on the side of your legs, and so you can sit with reclining. With the way it fits your hips, is you can spread your knees out and really spread out, and it's super comfortable. You just don't feel any binding or pinching from the material or because of the design of it and the way that it sits. I guess bottom line is this is a super comfortable chair, and because it's made of such, and I keep using the word sturdy, but such sturdy materials, I look for this chair to last for a very long time. And again, because this is something I plan to use for truck camping or car camping, or RV camping, I also look for this to be a chair that goes with me on basically all of those trips. And I'll also add one more use that I have for this that I hadn't thought of really until just now, is I do go hunting and fishing, and so I think this is also a chair that may go on some of those trips with me, just because it's so easy to pack up. This for a chair that you would take on trips like that, this packs down pretty small, and it's convenient to carry around, but it's also so comfortable and so convenient, a piece of equipment that you can take with you on those kinds of trips. As I mentioned before, they do advise you to be careful with collapsing it and just being careful with your fingers, because it can pinch you. And in the chair guide, with the instructions for setup and takedown, it does again mention, not to put your fingers inside that hub for the legs, because it can pinch your fingers. So you just have to be careful about that. But as I said, as long as you know that, your chances of getting your fingers pinched, I think, are pretty slim. Again, to collapse it, it's just a matter of pressing those 4 pins in, or rather, there are 6 pins on 4 legs. Let me try that again. Or rather, there are 6 pins on 4 supports. And then it also advises you to be careful with getting your finger in any of this stuff. But you do have to push that pin in order to collapse the legs. And once they start to collapse, it's ready to go, collapsing, and you just have to keep your finger out of all of that. And then fold the supports for the body that you sit in, and you end up with something about this size. And you just wrap the Velcro strap back around it, and your TCEK chair is wrapped up and ready to be put back in the bag. Thanks for watching to the end, and in the comments, tell me what you think about the TCEK Riselite portable camping chair. I would love to hear your opinion about it. And as always, thanks for watching to the end. I'll see you on the next one.